Good morning, my dear friends. Namaste. Welcome to day 4 of our 11-day breath to breath, breath by breath, breathfulness practice, a step-by-step approach to learn Anapanasati meditation or breath mindfulness meditation. Thanks for joining on this Sunday morning. And we've been learning this practice. I know some of you have attended these sessions earlier and probably have been practicing breath mindfulness meditation for quite some time. But then again, it always helps to go through the structured practice, like relearning what we learned so that we can continue our practice much better. So today again, we will continue to do what we did yesterday, developing the skill of attention. Tomorrow, we will move into the step 2 of our breathfulness practice, the observation of our breath. So today we will again go through the 5 minutes of relaxation, then around 35-40 minutes of observing the breath at our nose, developing the skill of attention, or only attention should be there, and then we'll end with a 5-minute session. After that, we will again look at how being with the breath helps our mental faculties today. We'll talk about the brain, what changes in the brain by just simply sitting and observing our breath and how it helps in our lives. Before that, I know there are a lot of newcomers in this session. And one of the things that anyone beginning meditation, though they come in to learn meditation for a lot of reasons, one of the things that they need is really some kind of a motivation and inspiration, right? In terms of the pleasantness and unpleasantness of meditation. So I just want to cover a few points on how do you take this meditation session, the every morning session or everyday practice that we go through. So as we know, we've been learning this skills of attention, awareness, and acceptance, which is what is about mindfulness. We'll go through the step. But the 3 important principles of anyone learning breath mindfulness or any meditation practice, any sitting practice, are these 3 points. Number 1, first thing is you sit to come in to do this session. You sit for this session in a state of absolute relaxation, right? So you don't come with a huge expectation. You don't come with a huge sentiment or an emotion of, oh my God, I need to sit through this. Just absolutely come, okay, it's another 1 hour, that's all, 1 hour and 24 hours. Let me go sit and experience whatever comes. That is what is important. And when we talk about the breath, the important point is do not control your breath and do not try. There is nothing, you don't need to try hard here. There's no trying here. You just need to be with yourself. And in our busy lives in this modern day, we know it is very difficult to just be with ourselves. Just be silently with ourselves. That is probably the most difficult thing because our mind always wants to do tons of things, wants to keep talking tons of things. And we're trying to slow down the mind. And mind will not allow you to do that so easily. It's about basically your resolve to go through this 1 hour session, absolutely relax, forget everything outside that is happening, just sit and then enjoy the experience. You're getting a lot of wisdom, you're getting a lot of scientific principles, and then you're getting to know the steps so that tomorrow you can practice or tell somebody else. So absolute relaxation and letting go of any thoughts, letting go of distractions, letting go of your doubts, your fears, your resentment, your dislikes. That is number one. Number two, as long as you are in this 1 hour, completely focus and concentrate on the session, on the guidance, on the experience. Right? Just see how you can enjoy this 1 hour. You're sitting in front of a computer or your mobile, plug your audio into your earphones and just sit. Just observe whatever is coming. No analysis. Do not think, oh my God, I did that wrong or I did this wrong. It's very important. Just be. Just like when you go to a movie theater, you just sit, you don't think too much about the experience. Right? Here, you're watching an inner movie. Only thing is, you don't want to watch your inner movie. So just watch your inner movie. Whatever thoughts coming, okay, let go. Thoughts, some other distractions coming, let go. Some other questions coming, let go. That's it. Right? You engage deeply with your experience because it's about you and your breath. And as I said yesterday, each breath comes with different characteristics. Someone had a question, I think today morning also, they typed in chat window, and yesterday as well, there was even. So as you continue to observe your breath will start varying. That is a principle of quantum science. The moment you observe something, the characteristics of that which you observe changes. And it all depends on the observer. That is how beliefs work. Right? So when I believe something very strongly, it works for me. And someone else believes something else, probably totally opposite, it will work for that person as well. That is how quantum science works. Right? So every breath is different. So the answer to that question is yes, as you continue to observe your breath will slowly shorten. So the first 5 minutes we are doing the relaxation exercise, we are consciously trying to slow down the breath. But after several days and months of breath mindfulness practice, you will automatically start breathing at that rate. So the reason we are slowing down the breath is we want to do 5 in breaths and 5 out breaths in a minute. That is the coherent breathing. But we are trying to do 5 seconds of in breath and 5 seconds of out breath, which will give you 6 breaths per minute, which is a lot better than what we do normally. So 6 breaths per minute, we are trying to consciously do during the relaxation stage, the first 5 minutes. As I continue to do the practice, even during observation stage, you automatically, you'll start doing slow breathing, which is what adds up to a lot of benefits that meditation offers. So you'll automatically come down to 6 breaths per minute or even 5.5 breaths per minute. You don't need to do anything. All you do is just observe your breath. That's the fantastic science behind it. So the third point is just observe it with curiosity and freshness of mind. Seeing each breath as new, do not take it granted, right? So just look at the breath. Okay, now this breath is long, this breath is short. I'm feeling a movement here. I'm feeling a movement here. Your awareness increases. Okay, let me see. I keep talking about the analogy of the watchman, right? Just keep watching. What does the watchman curiously looks at? Who's coming? Who is going? What is he carrying? Right? So just like that, you just need to watch your breath. That is all. Every breath is different. And as you continue to focus, as your concentration improves, you'll be able to find it. Oh, this was short. Again, the thing to analyze, just for your mind to engage itself into breathing. And again, these 3 are the principles for us to practice in life as well, right? Relaxing and letting go of situations and people, right? We always hold on to things and people that cause us harm, or we hold on to things and people that give us good feelings. We'll talk more about that. So it's about relaxing and letting go of every experience, engaging yourself mindfully in everything that we do, and then always the curiosity and freshness of mind in terms of what life brings us. Every day is different, just like every breath is different. So every day is different. Okay, let me see today, what has life got to offer me? Something is going to be different, some new problems, some new situations, some new learning. Wonderful. At the end of the day, we say thank you. That's what we do. So whatever we do during this 1 hour of session, we need to start practicing it during our daily life as well. Okay, so when you sit in meditation practice, do not come with a loaded mind. Oh my God, I need to sit through this again. I'll keep getting thoughts. Thoughts are absolutely fine. It will happen. And some of us who've been practicing exercise and walking, right? I know it used to be a real burden to get up early in the morning and go for that exercise session or walking or yoga session. But after some time, you always get used to it and suddenly you jump up and go. That is how this will happen as well. So some of you have been attending this for the first time, getting up at 5 a.m., getting ready and then joining at 6 o'clock will be a burden. But a lot of people have said this practice, these sessions have helped them wake up early. They've never woken up that early in their life, but they've started the practice. And that is where it always makes sense to have a trainer. For me, my exercise sessions became regular only when I had a trainer. He used to come at a specific time. So I need to get ready and then go and join the session. Otherwise, if I left to myself, I probably wouldn't have done that consistently. And that helped. So that is why all these meditation sessions are organized. You can just join at the time, listen to the live instructions, ask your questions, be interactive, engage deeply, and then start realizing or feeling the benefits of the practice. Okay. So, all right, my dear friends, we will dive into the meditation. Again, I'll cover most of it later. So, again, as usual, relaxation, observation, and appreciation. I just want you to get these points absolutely straight. So 5 minutes of coherent breathing, long inhale, long exhale, conscious breathing. Again, today we're going to continue with the step 1, last day of full 40 minutes of step 1. So make use of it. Just focus your attention on your breath at your nose. Attention to your in-breath and out-breath. Awareness at only your nose. All right. So with that, let's get into our meditation practice. Let's get into the posture. Oh, sorry. So were you able to hear me loud so far? Okay. So for some reason, I had this thing plugged in here. So sit comfortably. Clasp your hands. Relax your shoulders. Let's get into another wonderful session of observing our own breath. Sit with your body erect. Take any support that you need. Clasp your hands, cross your legs. Close your eyes, remove your spectacles. Relax your forehead, relax your shoulders. Slowly bring your attention to your breathing. Let's begin 5 minutes of coherent breathing, which is slow and long inhale, slow and long exhale. As you inhale, count 1, 2, 3, 4. As you exhale, count 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy, slow, long inhale. Easy, slow, long exhale. Do not hold your breath. Do not force yourself. As you do this exercise, become fully conscious of your breath. See how your stomach moves up as you inhale, moves out as you inhale, and moves in as you exhale. Become aware of all the movements as you do your slow inhale and slow exhale. Our breath unites our body, mind, and our soul. Feel your body relaxing. Feel your mind calming down. If thoughts disturb your counting, you can always restart your breath and counting. Slow and easy inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And immediately slow and easy exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again inhale. Smooth and easy. You should feel it comfortable and relaxing. If not, you are straining yourself somewhere. As you just heard, leave all other thoughts regarding the day and everything else out at this time. Just be with yourself and your breath for the next 45 minutes. Everything else will wait. Just slow inhale, long inhale for 4 seconds and exhale for 4 seconds. If you're able to do it longer, be good. This step calms your mind, relaxes your body, and as you count, your counting aligns your body and mind through the breath. Wonderful. Now, with that feeling of relaxation and silence, slowly let go of your counting and start bringing your attention to your normal, natural breathing. And bring your awareness to your nose, just your nose, the entrance to your nose. And watch your breath going in and out of your nostrils. The way you observe is to feel the air going in through your nose and out of your nose. There are a lot of other movements and sensations, but we will come to that later. Today, again, we are continuing with step 1 of developing our attention or concentration. So become aware of only your nose, entrance to your nose, and the sensations inside your nose. Just observe what happens as you breathe normally at the entrance to your nostrils. If you just learn, be curious, relax, and engage deeply with your breath. The breath is long, it is long. If breath is short, it is short. If you're able to feel it lightly, so be it. If you're not feeling anything, so be it. But your awareness should be at the entrance to your nose, and you should be conscious of your inhale and exhale. The next 30 minutes, let's just sit silent and observe our breath at our nose. Thoughts can come and go. Doesn't matter. Every time you see a thought, recognize it and bring your attention back to your breathing at your nose. just like a watchman watching God at the gate of a house or a building. You are that observer, watching your breath come in and go off your nostrils. You've probably never done this before, so just enjoy the experience. Be curious as what you're going to find. Do not entertain or engage with your thoughts. There's a lot of time to think and plan outside of this session. Do not analyze the music. Do not analyze your thoughts. Do not analyze your experience. Every moment, every breath is different. Just see, observe. Wonderful. Any experience that you are getting in this session is wonderful. Thoughts are okay, but do not encourage it by consciously thinking. Today we are focusing the torchlight of awareness only at the entrance to our nose and inside the nose. Nowhere else. We're trying to observe our breath at our nose. All other experiences, itching, pain, you just ignore them and bring your attention back to your breathing at your nose. Be conscious of your breathing. We are not trying to do anything extra. We are learning how not to do all the extras. Being with your breath helps you be in the present moment, always. Continue to be with your breath, my dear friends. 15 more minutes of observing your breath at your nose. Be relaxed, be curious, and enjoy the discovery of your breath. Continue to observe your breath, my dear friends. Do not think about the breath. Just observe your breath without any analysis. Enjoy the experience of your own breathing, my dear friends. Limit your awareness only to your nose. Just observe how the breath flows in and out of your nose. Feel the sensations inside your nose as the air moves the tissues and hair inside your nose. Or you may feel the air on your upper lip as it brushes past and goes into your nose. Some of you may feel it well, some of you may not. As we continue the practice, as your mind starts clearing up, calming down, then you'll be able to observe it more deeply. There's 9 more minutes of being with your breath at your nose. Enjoy the experience of observing your breath. We've learned how just by being conscious of our breathing helps us physically and emotionally heal ourselves of the issues and become better. The breath is a powerful tool for our well-being and energy. Last 5 minutes, continue to observe your breath, the smooth, easy, everyday breath. Let go of thoughts. 5 more minutes, the thoughts can wait. Notice the finer details in your breath as it enters and exits your nostrils. Wonderful, my dear friends. with that feeling of concentration, peace, and calmness in your head and relaxation in your body. Slowly move your awareness to your heart region, to the center of your chest. We will move into the appreciation stage. Become aware of your chest and heart region as you breathe in and breathe out normally. Slowly recollect 3 things or people or situations that happened in the last 24 hours for which you felt happy and you felt thankful for. Recollect each one of them and then say thank you to that person, thing, or situation in your mind as you continue to keep your breath. Become aware of your breath in the background. Could be any person, could be the wonderful food, it could be the sleep, it could be some new wisdom. It could be something that thankfully did not happen. Being grateful and gratitude are one of the highest emotions. Which keeps our body's energy in higher frequencies. And the law of abundance states anything that we are grateful for multiplies. Now, recollect your experience of today's session and say thank you in your mind to all the learnings and all the experience that you had during your breathfulness practice session. Every moment was a learning. And lastly, express and feel gratitude from the bottom of your heart to all the people, all the beings around us, and to the environment that's helping us every moment to grow. With a feeling of gratitude in your heart, with a smile on your lips, now slowly bring your awareness to your body. Become aware of your legs, relax your legs, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your head and eyebrows. Slowly bring your awareness to your fingers, your clasped fingers. Unclasp your fingers and place your palm on your eyes. You can open your eyes when you are ready. So I hope that was a wonderful session of breathfulness practice. Very good. So for some of you, you can just consider it as another breathfulness practice. You don't need to call it if words, if you have a different meaning for meditation, so be it. But this is just like we do another physical exercise. This is a breathfulness exercise. This is an exercise for my mind, for the inner mind. That is all. All right. So today, as I said, yesterday we looked at how just by being with the breath, just by being conscious of our breath activates a relaxation response in our body and allows healing to happen, allows the body to take rest so that it can heal naturally. Today, we're going to learn about what happens in the brain as we are with our breath. So our brain, as you know, is a very complex part of our existence. And we always refer to the brain, the actual brain with all its neurons as the hardware. And the functioning of the brain, which is the software of the brain, is nothing but mind. Mind is just the functioning of the brain. So just a few charts on obviously neuroscience is a very vast field and we cannot cover in depth. So just a few things for us to look at so that we understand the importance of the breathfulness practice. So some of you know this already. So the brain, 3 parts to brain. The outer part is your neocortex. And there is this limbic part, which is the blue part of the brain, which is inside your neocortex, inside the skull. And then there is a reptilian brain, which is the pinkish orange part of what you see in the chart here. So as you can see, the limbic system or the limbic brain is what we call as the emotional brain. All emotional responses, your liking, disliking, good, bad, your desires, your hate, your fears, all that is an action of the limbic system, limbic brain. And your reptilian brain is the responsible for a lot of your autonomic functions like breathing, anything to do with survival. Is the survival of the body is the responsibility of the reptilian brain, which is probably the oldest developed brain in humans. And then we have the emotional brain, and the top, the neocortex, is our thinking brain, thinking, analysis, conscious brain. And that neocortex has different parts to it. Every time you feel something, there is one part of the brain that gets active. Every time you hear, you're processing some sounds, there is another part of the brain that gets active. And there is visual processing. Anything that you see happens to help in one part of the brain, right? And the prefrontal cortex, which is this part, is responsible for your thinking, for analysis, for planning, anything that needs to be done, executive and cognitive function. And your frontal lobe, of which the prefrontal lobe is part of, is for all the rational work. So anything that we are doing every day consciously happens at the frontal lobe. And for example, if you are a sports person, if you are a dancer, then there are different parts. The parietal lobe is a lot more activated than the other parts. If you are a singer, maybe the different parts of your brain are a lot more activated, right? So that is how the neocortex functions. In breathfulness meditation, as you continue to focus your attention, so you are making sure your prefrontal lobe is continues to become active. When you say focus your attention on your breath, this part of it, the frontal lobe part alone starts. We are giving it control, right? Anytime you start thinking, it is coming from the emotional brain. So anytime you're feeling, oh my God, 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, all that is coming from your emotional brain. So you're trying to divert attention from all these parts to the prefrontal lobe in meditation, in breathfulness. So that is why after a while, you will not feel anything. After a while, thoughts stop reducing, stop occurring. Your eyes are closed, so there's no visual processing. We're trying to stop all the other lobes processing and then bring all your attention to the prefrontal lobe. That is because only the prefrontal lobe, your conscious awareness, conscious attention, silences the limbic brain. The limbic brain, which is the red part that you see here, is responsible for all our emotions, all our feelings, We will talk about more about that in the next couple of classes. But the idea is we're bringing all our attention to one part and not giving energy to other parts so that there is a huge silence in our brains, right? And the way we do it is, again, another big neuroscience finding is, some of you may be aware, people have measured the rate of thoughts that we have using an instrument called electroencephalogram, EEG. Just like we do ECG. ECG measures heart rates. Similarly, the number of thoughts per second in your brain gets measured through EEG. And what they found out is, as we continue to do meditation, and could be any calming activity, our brain starts slowly reducing the number of thoughts. So the number of thoughts per second, it's like measured in frequency or hertz, slowly reduces. So for example, the moment that you start closing your eyes and doing your relaxation exercise, your number of thoughts, for example, has gone down from 30 thoughts per second to maybe 10 thoughts per second. And as you continue to focus your attention, your brain starts slowing down. So it goes to 6 thoughts, to 4 thoughts, to 2 thoughts, whatever it is, right? So that is what is measured. There are 4 key frequencies that our brain operates in. Beta is your anytime that you're talking, anytime you're listening, you're all in beta. The brain is operating at beta frequencies, right? And then anytime you are stressed or anxious, you're operating at a very high beta frequency, more than 30 thoughts per second, right? Anytime you're restless, you feel anxious, you feel worried, it's a lot more high beta. That causes stress, which is what we're trying to slow down. So beta is the normal operation. And the moment you close your eyes, you start listening to music, you start relaxing, you start getting into, even the same thing applies to when you start falling asleep, when you want to sleep, you get in your mind, your brain gets into alpha state, relaxed focus, stress reduction. Similarly, positive thinking, gratefulness, gratitude, happiness, love, all that get your brain into alpha frequency. And once you start developing that skill of attention and awareness, you're able to focus more on your breath without your mind wandering, your brain gets into theta state. And then deep meditation, where you don't even know whether you're breathing or not, but still conscious, whether you know you're breathing or not, you don't feel your body, you don't feel any other things, but you still have a feeling of consciousness, then that is your delta state. And as you can see at the bottom, yesterday we talked about how the nervous system produces a lot of chemicals depending on our thoughts. Same exact thing happens as your brain calms down. So when you are high beta, there is a hormone called cortisol. There's a neurochemical called cortisol that gets generated, which causes stress, impairs digestion, impairs your immune system. Whereas as you continue to getting into alpha, just listening to music gets you into alpha without analysis, without thinking. So it relaxes. So then there are other hormones, other neurochemicals like serotonin and GABA, they're all melatonin, right? So there are a lot of other hormones or neurochemicals that get generated, which allows your body to feel relaxed, you feel comfortable, you feel pleasant. And then over time, your brain starts silencing, right? And that noise in our brain starts silencing. And then more neurochemicals, more good neurochemicals get produced. And that is what allows you to feel good, allows you to heal a lot of issues and diseases, and things like that. So regular meditation, again, this process is not 2 days. Continuous practice of meditation allows your brain to get into that thing. Just like when you want to shed fat, when you want to grow muscle, you need to continue doing it. 1 day of going to the gym doesn't help. So we are in a mind gym here. So we are exercising our mind. The only thing that we need to do is not do anything. Just focus on our breath. So that is the science behind how we're trying to get our brain into harmony. And again, as we continue to do our breathfulness practice, there is this region of prefrontal cortex. Some of our yogic system calls it the third eye, right? Or our yogic system calls it as Ajna Chakra here. So the prefrontal cortex slowly, when we say it gets activated, it's always there. Only thing is we're not been using it because of the noise in the other parts of the brain. As so it silences the noise in other parts of the brain, slowly we start using our intuitive power, our insight. We start getting insight. We start getting intuition. We learn more about it. and our emotional brain starts silencing, then this guy starts taking over. Right? Just like in a classroom, if you have a lot of kids shouting, no one will be able to listen to the teacher's instructions. Very similar, once you only when the rest of your brain starts silencing, you'll start hearing the instructions of your intuition, of your soul, which comes through our prefrontal cortex, right? And then it helps in a lot of other healing and other activities. So that's the significance of brain. Obviously, it's a big topic. I've just condensed things for the sake of brevity. So as we continue to be with our breath, get the attention of mindfulness, which is attention plus awareness and acceptance, your brain starts calming down. And when anytime you respond, you don't react. All the instinctive reaction happens from the emotional brain or the limbic brain. Now that you have silenced it, you're giving the neocortex to think something before you respond, instead of just the earlier reaction part of it. So I just want to conclude with this research finding. Just through 8 weeks of breath mindfulness meditation, this is again an excerpt from the book called Mind to Matter. And because we are discussing brain, I just want to cover this. So, excuse me. So a journalist was subjected to this exercise of 8 weeks of meditation. He didn't have any meditation or a breathfulness experience before. So before they started this research, they measured all his physiological and psychological factors, including memory, response time to things, his heart rate, his blood pressure, and all the vitals. And they kept measuring it at the end of every week. At the end of 8 weeks, these are the changes that they observed, or he observed in himself, right? The volume of the part of the brain that is responsible for emotional regulation grew. That means you're able to better control your emotions, which is the center part, the middle part that we saw, the amygdala and the emotional brain. And then because he was able to let go of all the noise, the response time, he was able to retain a lot, he was able to recollect a lot of things, better memory, increasing cognitive powers, and improved behavioral abilities, right? Because the noise in your brain is shut down and other parts of the brain started getting activated a lot more. And the brain was working smoothly. The efficiency of the brain when you were solving problems was a lot better compared to the earlier. And all the changes in the brain happened in just 8 weeks with no drugs, no surgery, no supplements, or no major life changes, just mindfulness meditation. And they also added some exercise along with it, like our yogic exercises, right? So that is all. So just in 8 weeks, and then I'm sure a lot of neuroscience that I've covered in other sessions, just by being in a 11-day course or a 21-day course or a 40-day course, your physiology and psychology starts changing. Your cells start changing. There's a lot of science behind it, a lot of books that we've seen and heard. So there's immense science behind not doing anything and focusing your attention on our breath. So friends, science is there. The method is simple. All we need to do is sit in that practice for an hour every day. Just sit and observing our breath, and then all miracles, all magic happens. We will cover a lot more about what breathfulness does in subsequent sessions. We'll cover different dimensions. Tomorrow we'll focus on our energy system, how our energy system works and what happens by just being with our breath. With that, we'll open it up for questions. Please type your questions on the chat window or raise your hand if you have any questions, so that you can, we'll unmute you for you to talk. But otherwise, I would suggest again, continue to do this practice again for some time later in the evening. So that again, practice. You're trying to learn a skill just like music. And then more practice only helps. And you can always come back with questions the next day, so that this is what happened, right? So, yeah, so we have a question from Beena, madam. Can you please unmute yourself and ask the question, ma'am?
Good morning, sir. How to get rid of laziness and be active? And because at the end of the day, I will be thinking I haven't done whatever I have to do in the day. And main culprit is the mobile. Whenever I hear a sound, I just run to that and want to watch whatever message has come. So how to get rid of that and get rid of this laziness and be active and get all the work done for the day?
Yes. So good question. And again, so that is what, as you continue doing this practice, you will start developing that mindfulness, right? You will understand that the mobile signal is just a trigger. The moment we hear the mobile signal, we go and look at it, our mind feels fresh because your mind gets a shot of the corresponding neurochemicals that make you feel good. Just like people want to have coffee just for them to feel good. So your mobile signal is a trigger for you to get that dopamine, right? So over time, as you continue to do this practice, you will be getting those dopamine, you will continue to get those neurochemicals through your practice of mindfulness. So you will not look for more. So over time, you'll start becoming conscious. All of us have been there, and I've been there, right? We've been in the old days of BlackBerry. Every time you keep checking, where is a message? If you don't get a message, you feel ignored. You must be feeling whether the mobile signal is working fine or not. So all of us have been there. So it's just a question of your limbic brain wanting that additional shot of dopamine every time you hear that. So as you continue to do this practice, you will get those pleasantness, those calmness, those sense of achievement through your practice of meditation, and you start slowly ignoring. And your mind also will respond slowly. Instead of reacting, it will say, okay, hold on, nothing happened, right? So you can see these message a bit later. Nothing in the world is going to change just because you're seeing or not seeing that message right now. So that is one. And the second thing, as I said, laziness is again an attribute of both physiology and our psychology. And as I said yesterday, as we continue to be with our breath, our nervous system gets, our healing nervous system gets activated. The parasympathetic nervous system gets activated, and your body starts becoming active, right? In terms of body starts feeling energetic. Tomorrow we're going to cover more on energy. So body starts feeling energetic. So you'd want to do something. You'd want to get up and run. You want to sit in meditation. You want to be active. You want to have that conversation. So those will go again. This is both physiological and psychological functions that we covered. So continue the practice. Again, as I said, 11 days perseverance is needed, 11 days or 21 days. For just continue to do that. And as you start noticing those changes, it will automatically add up to your practice.
Thank you.
So it will go away. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Nanil Mishra, sir, can you?
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Sir, I attended your 21 days course last year, and you had been sending keynotes, sir.
Yes.
This time also, are you sending something, sir?
This time there are a lot of things on the website. I will share a link to the website. So all those information are already on the website. So I'll share that link to the website.
Because that day it was told that some information will come on Telegram, sir. Telegram.
Yes.
But nothing is coming, sir. That is why I asked.
Yeah. So we've not been sending. What I'll do is I'll probably post links to the articles that are already there, so you can look at it. And the Telegram is more, if in case people have questions during the day, they can ask, but they're not able to ask here, they can ask. So as they practice. So we can keep it interactive. No problem.
So in Telegram, my name, if you can add my name also, sir, in Telegram, that group.
Okay. So if you can see the email, you can click on the link and join. Let me see if you're already there or not. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Indumati, madam.
Namaste, sir. Sir, now when we are doing this meditation, can we sit on the crop circles and pyramid caps and do it?
Can we fix pyramid caps and do it? Yes. Yeah, pyramid caps is that's what we will talk about. It's a pyramid. Sitting under a pyramid or wearing a pyramid cap enhances the flow of energy. Yes, you can wear pyramid caps and do the meditation. No issues.
What about crop circles, sir?
So crop circles again. So you mean you'll place the crop circles in front of you or visualize it? What is it?
No, sitting upon that. Sitting on the crop circle.
yes, if it makes you feel comfortable, do it. No necessity for any of these. It helps you because you believe in those. It obviously adds to your belief. So you can. There's no harm in that. You can do that.
Just I want to know that I am a newcomer, so just I had a doubt, sir, in that.
Yes,
So,
yes. All these.
cap-
Yeah. So all these have energy elements. Yes, you can wear a cap and then sit in meditation. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you a lot.
Thank you. So yes, I think, can you use paper pyramid while doing these meditations? Yes, you can. I think you've already asked the question. Length of
Namaste,
the
sir.
step was this morning.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for starting these sessions. They're wonderful. Sir, I have one question. So in the night when I sleep, we are staying here in Michigan, Detroit. It's usually a cold place. But even in summer also, when I sleep and when I wake up in the mornings, usually the nostrils are blocked. So not able to breathe, and how to control, or what do we do with that? How do we, like when I wake up in the morning, mostly right nostril is blocked.
Yes. So there are some proven practices. I think our pranayama has that, yoga pranayama has it, on how to clear your nostrils. So let me look it up and share it, madam. I don't have it handy. I'll share it. I'll share it on the
Okay.
Telegram.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So we have a ma'am, Zoom user.
Hello, sir. Did you
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you and see you.
So hard to stay with the breath, watching, so hard.
Yes.
I don't know how we can do that. I'm trying for so long to go in the meditation deep.
So what happens? Do you get a lot more thoughts?
I don't know. My brain is somewhere, but my body is relaxed. Only this part, brain is not relaxed. I can sit, but I try to put here, breathing.
Breathing.
Yeah, but it's very hard.
So hard in the
To
sense.
stay with the breath. I mean, hard to stay with the breath.
Yes. Okay. So it is hard. I agree. It is hard. It was hard for all of us. So when you are staying with the breath, what you're saying is you're getting distracted with thoughts, or are you getting some pain, or what is the issue?
No, thought, not
Thoughts.
the pain,
Yes.
nothing in anywhere in my body, but only something,
Yes, I know. So this is a common issue for all of us. Now, in the first 5 minutes, we're doing the relaxation exercise. How do you feel then?
I can't breathe. I have very short breath. Maybe count until 3. That's the maximum.
So that time, is it okay? Yeah. So you count till 3, count till 3, count till 3. Is that okay?
Yeah, 3 is okay. Not 4. I can't.
Which is fine. Which is fine. That's what it will kind of improve as you go along. So when you do the counting till 3, inhale and exhale, are you able to focus those 5 minutes?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
Not exactly. But
okay. So one thing is, one method, so again a common issue. So one method is, I don't know whether you tried the counting method. So as you get into meditation, just continue as you observe your breath, right? So every time you finish your inhale or finish your exhale, count 1, then 2, then 3, till 10, right? And then restart your count from 1 to 10 during your normal observation also, right?
Okay.
So that is one technique where you allow the brain, in case you will get disturbed by thoughts, you will lose your counting, then restart your count from 1. So 1 to 10, 1 to 10, 1 to 10.
Say again, please. Say my
so every
English
time,
is
yes,
okay.
Every time you breathe in and breathe out. At the end of breathing out, one breath is over, right?
Okay.
So you count 1. The next time you inhale, normal. Inhale, exhale, count 2.
Okay.
Inhale, exhale, count 3 in your mind, right?
Okay.
So you continue till 10 and then again start counting from 1. So in between, you will get thoughts, you will forget your counting, which is all right. Then you restart your count from 1.
Okay.
Okay. So this is again one common practice that they teach in Buddhist monasteries for us to kind of get more. So you can continue doing that, and you'll notice that you're able to be with your breath for 10 counts, 2 times 10 counts, maybe, right? So then slowly you can drop your counting, and then you can get your attention on the breath.
Okay, that's great. The other thing, like when I breathe, that's fine. When breathe out, go fast, just small, I can breathe longer. When coming out, breathing out is very fast,
Fast, okay. So that is not a very ideal situation, even from a physical health perspective, right? So ideally, our exhalation should be longer. But now that you have noticed that it is fast and then the breathing in is not better, it is
right
good.
way, yeah.
Yeah, it is good, but over time it will balance itself. Continue, just be conscious breathing, it will balance itself. So you'll start, the ideal situation is your exhale is longer than your inhale, right? So you will get there, but for now it is okay. At least you're aware of it, and over time, as you can be conscious breathing, it will start becoming normal.
Okay.
Okay.
Because just one more thing, because I was worried if I keep my brain should be on the breathing, how I am going to be meditation state. If I
that is what, no, all you need to do is just focus on your breathing. Meditation happens itself. There is nothing else that you do to get into the meditation state. Only thing that you do is focus your attention on your breathing. Then slowly you'll get into the meditation state.
Okay.
Okay, so there's no more step. Okay.
Thank you very, very much.
All right. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So any other questions? Thank you. Paper pen. Okay. So no more questions on the chat window. And thank you for your questions and your time this Sunday morning. So my dear friends, with that, we'll close the session for today and have a wonderful Sunday, and see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. And again, my request is try and do this practice again sometime later during the day. The videos of all sessions are available on the Pyramid Valley YouTube channel. All right. So have a wonderful day. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Ji. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Recording.
Welcome to the Pyramid Valley International, Bengaluru, India. The pyramid is meant for meditation. It has got the high energies. Enjoy the high energies of the Maitreya Buddha pyramid and the serene circumstances of this valley. Spiritual science is the basis for all other sciences. In spiritual science, we understand that we are all gods, come here of our own accord onto this earth planet to see that the earth planet becomes a heaven and not a hell, how we can transform this hell into a heaven, that is the subject matter of spiritual science. And masters of spiritual sciences are the experts in spiritual sciences. Meditation is the doorway for enlightenment. Enlightenment is the doorway for welfare, health, wealth, well-being, and joys in life. Meditation is the foundation of spirituality. Spirituality is the superstructure built on the foundation of meditation. Everybody should dedicate a couple of hours every day for meditation, every day. As we dedicate our life to meditation, we become a source of inspiration, joy, energy to everybody around, everything around, every being around. We emanate energy. We want to see the whole world become a joyful place for every being, every animal being, every plant being, every mineral being. That is the duty of every human being, to provide joy and energy to every other being.